Here I am back live on the grind Thursday night. Man, it has been a hell of a week. Um, let's start this show out as we always do by introducing our sponsors. Um, our first sponsor is hopkins-design.com. Mr. Earl Hopkins is the guy that is doing the documentary for the Grind 2021 National Build Off. He also does website design. He also does print design. He also does logos. He does our 30-second commercials here on the Grind. He is the guy that if you need something internet-wise, please go see Earl at hopkins-design.com. Next up is our good friends over at Trulers, trulers.com. Yo, Logan Black. Trulers, if you do paint work or you do upholstery work, you need to know who Trulers is. They are rulers, but they lay out lines perfectly straight. They do everything perfectly good. They're magnetic and they're stickers. I use them in my day job and I use them in my nighttime job, building bikes and doing seats. Check them out at trulers.com. Next up is our good friends over at Level Up Audio Towers. What can you say about these guys? Level Up Audio Towers. That's what it is, audio towers. Anything from safety meetings in parking lots to events where you need to be heard by, a big crowd. These things go up 20 or so feet up in the air, 30 feet up in the air, have the speakers on the towers and everything. They do all kinds of music, light shows. They do, like I said, they say, if you're just doing audio, it's PA system, you need to check them out at Level Up Audio Towers. And you can find those guys right here on Facebook. Next up is our good friends over at Squealing Pigs Audio. Squealing Pigs Audio is my good friend Lonnie Revels. He does all kinds of stereo work to motorcycles, whether it's a stock speaker replacement, 4-speaker replacement, or you can go and get a full custom stereo system from this guy. He also builds bikes and does some in-house painting and powder coating. You need to check him out in Baytown, Texas. Go to Squealing Pigs Audio right here on Facebook. Next up is our good friends over at Urban Rides Magazine. Urban Rides Magazine is a magazine. That's what it is, but it's also a digital magazine. They feature all kinds of bikes. It's not just one bike. It's all kinds of bikes, from choppers, bobbers, baggers, Softails. It doesn't matter. They even do some cars, if I'm not mistaken. Check them out on Facebook at Urban Rides Magazine, or check them out on the web at urbanridesmagazine.com. Get yourself a subscription. Now, I'm going to do it this way because I was told the other day that my videos weren't popping up correctly. So you guys check this out. So there you go. Now, I will say this. If you want one of those videos made, reach out to Earl Hopkins. He's right here on Facebook. He's in the comment section right now. Hit him up. He will make you one of those 30-second videos for $250. Then he will give me the links to it, and I will advertise you on the Grind page once a month for $250. Or should I say 1 month, 4 times for $250. No contracts, no nothing like that. You just pay me the $250 via PayPal, friends and family, and I'll throw you up there for the full month. So What's going on, everybody? I see we got a lot of people up in the house already tonight. It's awesome. Mr. Aaron Crispin in the house. Mr. Aaron Crispin, please text message me if you could, either during the show or after the show. Either way, it doesn't bother me. I need to get with you on those t-shirts. So, I don't know if all you guys know this or not. Oh, man, it's been a hell of a week for me. My wife is at her parents' house, healing up from a back surgery she had about 3.5 weeks ago. I've got my grandmother staying with me because my younger brother is in the hospital with COVID as we speak. My sister-in-law is at home, fortunately not in the hospital, but she is at home recovering from COVID right now as we speak. So I don't know how much closer that can hit than being your own personal brother. So my brother is in the hospital right now as we speak, recovering from COVID. Please keep him in your prayers. My sister-in-law is at home recovering from COVID. Please keep her in your prayers. Man, a lot of stuff has happened over the last 3 weeks in my life. But to be fair, Tim McNamara is in the house. What's up, dude? Mr. Spencer Black Sharp is in the house. Man, this is awesome. I see all kinds of new faces up in here tonight, man. That's awesome. So let's jump right into it. So last week, you guys, I had a special guest on, Mr. Derek the Upgrade Bolden, and we started to discuss the two gentlemen that built the God dang it, where'd my notes go? That built the Easy Rider bikes. I don't know where I put my notes. I ain't even gonna pretend. I've got them here somewhere. But the fact of the matter is that we were discussing basically, I don't want to say racism, but we were discussing the fact that back in the day, black people didn't get as much credit, if any, for doing the things that they did. Cliff Voss and Ben Hardy built the two most iconic bikes out there. They're starting to get publicity and recognition for doing so, but it's almost like it's a day late and a dollar short. Then you have, Sugar Bear with his amazing front ends and everything that he did, and you don't really think about it. All of our friends, which I'm almost positive nobody on this show sees black and white. They don't. They see enthusiasts, bike lovers, just people that just get down on motorcycles. And I know that for a fact, man. Everybody in here is family. Everybody in here is good to go. I don't think there's such a thing as racism nowadays in the motorcycle industry from what I see. I view everybody the same. I view everybody as just human beings, and I think they're badass. And I know for a fact a lot of the shops and a lot of the builders and a lot of people that watch this show feel the exact same way I do. And the only way we're ever going to crush racism is to just get rid of it. Just stop talking about it, quit having anything to do with it, and treat each other with the same exact respect you treat anybody else with. So with that being said, we're going to get off of the black and white topic, and what we're going to get into is in the builder topic. So I know right now there's a little show that's being built up that nobody can see. You can't see what's actually happening yet. And that's part of the cool thing about this 2021 National Build Off. There for a while, that's all I was talking about. It's all I wanted to talk about. I backed off a little bit, started doing other stuff, interviewed some people, and just in general started talking about other things. But I want to get back on this. You watch the show every week. You get to see what I do. You get to come into my life. You get to, get into all of the builders' lives and some of the bar owners' lives, and you kind of get a backstage to the industry, whether it's stereo system, fabricators, chromers, seat guys. I mean, you kind of get a backstage to all this. But what you're not seeing is you're not seeing Logan Black. You're not seeing David Covington. You're not seeing Lucky Seven or Andrew Torres or Lonnie Rebels or Shannon Fleischman or TD Ward or the guys over at Shy South or the guys at Convict Customs. You're not seeing those guys. But what we're doing right now, all of those people, you're going to get to see. And you're going to get to see what they've been doing this whole time. This whole time I've been sitting here talking about it. you're going to get to see these guys building their bikes. You're going to get to see into their shops. You're going to get to see into their lives if they do the video and let you see into their lives. The cool thing about this is that when it's over with, it's going to be, an hour and 45-minute documentary on these guys. You're going to get to go into their shops, not just my shop, not just with me, but you're going to get to go into each and every one of these builders' homes or their shops and watch them build their bikes. Then you're going to get to see all of this stuff come together. When it comes together, you're going to get to see what they were doing and what they produced. I'm as excited as everybody else about this. It's hard for me to host this show, and it's hard for me to keep talking about the show when I don't even get to see them. I don't get to see what they're doing. I've just got to assume people like Logan Black working in the garage, get to see his wife come out there and say, hey, babe, come inside and have dinner. And get to see him go inside, have dinner with his wife, come back out, work on his bike, and see what they're producing. The people that stepped up and got into this build off are a very, very unique group. These guys are doing something that I don't think has ever been done. They bought into. What's up, Shane Greenville? I see you down there, buddy boy. They bought into themselves. Now, I'm not putting anybody else down, and I never will. If I don't like a builder, I don't like a way a builder does or acts, you're not going to know it. But these guys truly, they're pioneers. I don't know any other builders, and I've done research. I can't find any other builders that bought into a show. They paid money to show you what they can build. What's up, Mr. Davis? So you think about the concept. The guy says, man, I can build a bike. I can do that. Well, okay. Pay me $2,500 and show me you can build a bike. You've got 10 teams, whether it's one person in their garage or it's a big shop with 15 employees. You've got 10 builders out there or teams vying for that money. That to me, that's monumental to me. But when this documentary comes up, it's just one of those things where you're just like, wow, I had no clue all this was going on. Well, all of this has been going on for the whole time. Some of these builders, I would like to think, started back in January building their bikes. Well, I can't say that they all have because I don't have the footage. I don't have anything showing that they did it. I'm trusting in them. I'm trusting in the fact that these guys put that money out there, so therefore they're going to be building. It's going to happen. Think about the concept of paying money to prove you can build a bike. That's unheard of. I mean, I wish I could have gotten in on this. And I'll tell you, at the end of this one, I might put a post out there to see if I can actually compete in my own show next year. Just the opportunity to be a part of it, be a part of a documentary. I would love to be a part of this documentary, and the little tiny bit that I'm going to be a part of it, or the big, huge portion of it that I'm going to be a part of, I really don't know. It's just going to depend on how much footage Earl can use of what I do and how I do it and stuff of that. You have to turn off your sound, Earl. Everybody can see you, but you had something going in the background. It was too loud. It was crazy, man.
That's because I had you on the other tab. But that's all good enough.
Okay. It kind of sounds like to me that you're yelling at me. So I know you're not.
Okay.
You're really loud in that room. Anyway, yeah. So the reason I'm bringing Earl on tonight is because if you are lucky enough to be in the documentary group, there's just a whole bunch of information that's going through that group right now. As everybody knows, we added on James Ozzie
Yeah.
So now he's part of all that. Well, some of the shops have one person in the group, some of the shops have two people in the group, and then some of the guys just have them by themselves. Oh my God, Louis. But anyway, I'm bringing Earl on because Earl's going to talk to you guys real quick about what he needs. And he actually needs you fuckers to get up off your asses and start sending some shit. I'm just going to say it that way. I mean, I like it. Anyway, Earl, go live, brother. Tell them what you need, man. And I'm going to hide for a minute. You got the full stage.
Does everybody see me? Thanks for having me. Well, what I wanted to say was I need videos. In order for you guys to have a good movie, put together, you really need to get videos out. What I'm looking for, there you go. What I'm looking for is 3 types of videos. I'm looking for interviews. I'm looking for regular. Wow, you're reading comments. I'm looking for regular main content, and main content is like, building the bikes, talking to people, having conversations. Yeah. And then I'm looking for B-roll, which is coming into the shop, riding on your bikes, mundane stuff. But, and I'm looking for these 3 type of things, as I'm putting this together. But the quality of this movie is only going to be as good as the videos that I get. So if everybody sends really good quality videos, then I'm going to have a lot of good stuff to work with. But also what I want to say, was each builder should probably assign somebody as the cameraman, and that cameraman can be invisible. Just give them the run of the shop, do what they do what you do. You don't even have to acknowledge they're there, but just have them, film you doing what you do, and, close-ups and stuff, far away, whatever, conversations, but have them film, like each one of you do like your own reality show, basically, and give me as much as you can. Give me conversations with each other. Give me, if you're, when you're working on the bike, if you're running into issues, any conflicts you run into, film it all. Let us into your world, basically, and show us what's going on. Because the more you do, then the more the audience is going to connect with you. And we're going to, have a story to tell.
Oh man, you can't just stop like that. You got to keep going.
What else do you want to know?
Dance, monkey, dance. It's your show now.
I've been giving tips, trying to, kind of steer people the right way, because I know not everybody, knows what they're doing. They're not all, film people and stuff, and they're probably pick up their phones going, okay, what the heck do I do? So I've been trying to give them tips as far as what kind of shots to do, or, what looks good. But, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get something that's going to look good on film, but think about it this way: when you watch a TV show, or a reality show, even, you see a little segment about somebody, and then it cuts to another segment about somebody, and it may do it 2 or 3 times, but then it comes back to them and it goes back and forth. That's kind of what this is going to do. This is going to cut in between, going back and forth between, the builders, and we want to see.
Nathan Lane, Leanin. Does it have to be PG-13?
No.
No, it doesn't, because it's a documentary, and I don't know any of these builders are under the age of 21. I'm pretty sure it's not. If anything, it's going to be probably hard R, because it's not going to be PG-13, Nathan. Sorry.
No, well, I'm not going to censor them, as far as content. If we get good content, it's good content, but what I want to say was, get back on track. So each one of them are going to have their own little stories, but it's going to be a continuation, like from the beginning, when you're putting your bike together, and when not much is happening, as it goes along. And as these stories go along, you're going to see the bike, getting built, as well as the storylines or whatever's going on with them. But you're going to see the bike getting built, and the movie is going to progress like that, going back and forth between all the builders, and eventually you're going to get to the end when the bikes are all built. You're going to get to the show, and we're going to do a lot of filming there, and I don't know what all we're going to get, but it's going to be good. But it's going to tell a story. But we have stories within stories of what we're telling here. The big storyline is yours, and the grind itself, the show itself. But then inside of it, we have each of the builders and their own stories, and we need to try and tell them, the best that we can. So, and I was also going to say, if you don't want a whole lot of time, on screen in the movie, that's fine. Give us a little bit of something to work with. But, if you want some screen time, you want to be in it, the more video you send me, the more likely that is. So
something really good for these guys to actually, he said, just write us the check. Something really good to do. And I promise you, this is going to happen from the Lucky 7 camp. Those guys ride the shit out of their bikes on just on a normal Tuesday. If you can get footage of you and your friends riding your bikes, going to bike nights, stuff like that to show, absolutely, hey, look, we're not just a builder. This is a lifestyle for us. Remember, we want to see that too. The whole premise behind this documentary is to show that you're not just a bolt together guy. You're not just a guy that wants to just get the praise for building a bike. It's who you are. It's your wife, your kids, the ability to build the bikes, the going out on the bikes. If you make it to a rally between then and now, man, give some footage of the rally you're going to be at. Like, I know Lucky 7, a lot of these guys are going to be in Sturgis this year. I hope there is some Sturgis video of everybody that's going to be there in my documentary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that goes back to what I was saying, to make somebody your cameraman, that way, and so you can maybe even know ahead of time, okay, we're going to go here, we're going to do this, and just film us, we won't look at you, kind of thing, or whatever. But just have somebody follow you around with a camera. If you're going to Sturgis, you're going to these places, you're going to go riding just down the street on your bikes, film some of that stuff. That stuff is perfect, If film conversations, you're calling about parts, you're walking into the place, or you're brushing your teeth. I don't care. I mean, just everyday stuff. Because if you notice, when you watch these shows, when you watch reality shows or whatever, there's all they don't just cut right to the meat of it. There's all kinds of stuff happening. There's conversations between people coming in and out. Get it all in there, Now I want that too. If you can.
Or at least a Chewbacca backpack.
Now that would be golden.
There really is. There really is a video of me with a Chewbacca backpack.
But what about glow stick?
There's no glow stick. Louis just wishful thinking. Yes, Joshua Brooks. Sturgis should be a freaking blast this year. What's up, Don Nolan? Hopefully we can get you up in here next year. Yeah, and it is good. You're finally out of the shop on a Thursday. That's pretty badass.
That's part of their story. If they're taking a trip, in between working on this bike to go down to Sturgis and party, do whatever, meet people, talk to them, that's all part of this, process and story as well. I mean, put that on camera as much as you want people to see anyways. I mean, you do stuff you don't want people to see, then don't send it to me. That's fine. But
I have a funny feeling somewhere, somehow, someone, and I'm not saying anybody because it could be anybody, somebody is going to moon the camera. I'll bet you money right now, Earl.
But if we use it, we'll blur it out. We're not having naked butts on there.
Look, Josh Brooks. He said, I have some videos that Heather Barber sent me of Kevin. Something with goats and being wasted is all I will say.
Hey,
I can't help it. Them little baby goats are cuddlers. That's messed up.
Hey, we got to make this interesting. You never know.
I will say this. There's I have a feeling in my own from knowing, because I know everybody except for James Ozzie. I know everybody else.
And James sent me videos today, and he sent me exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, some of these guys on here, I'm actually nervous to see their video because I know who they are and I know I know what they're capable of doing. But yeah, dude, look at it like this. It's gonna be fun. I'm trying to actually make you the rock stars that you actually are. You either help me make you a rock star or you don't. I mean,
yeah, we need participation, but we need people to get involved with this, and it comes down to the videos they send me, because I don't know what I'm getting. I know what I'm filming with you for the most part and your parts in the movie, but I don't know so much what I'm getting from them. That's why I've been trying to give them tips and that kind of stuff, because we could get some really good stuff or not so good stuff. I don't know.
Well, I know the documentaries that I told you to watch and the documentaries I've seen, it's a train wreck. A lot.
They're absolutely.
And when I watch some of them, not all of them, but when I've watched a couple of them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, did these guys ever even take a bath? Ever? But the fact of the matter is you're sitting there and you're watching it because it's a culture. It's who they are. And I know for a fact all of the builders that are in this one right now, it's a kick-ass group of builders all the way around. And I know you guys are going to produce a lot of cool shit. And I just can't wait to put it all together. I will say this, correct me if I'm wrong, Earl, but once you get a certain amount of footage, aren't you going to build like a little 2-minute teaser, 3-minute teaser reel?
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's probably going to come kind of down the road, because I need a lot of footage to kind of pull from, and I need enough along the way to show, something cool to actually see. We could have different types of trailers along the way, but the trailer we're going to have when it's closer to done, is going to be a lot different than a teaser one from the beginning, because you're going to have a lot better footage to pull from.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I get enough, I could put enough together to have some kind of small teaser. But the main, I've already started putting kind of some of the meat and structure of it together already, but I'm not going to be able to put most of it together until the end, when I get all of it together and I see what I have to work with. Because it's, like I said, it's going to kind of stream in and out. I'm going to have, when the interview process, like when you talk about who they are and stuff mixed in with working and stuff, and you're going to see a progression. It's going to go from the early parts, to done cycles, and then the show and everything. But we want people to kind of come along for that ride and see these progressions as they go, and at the same time kind of be interested in the stories that's going on with them and stuff, And I would say, film everything you can, film. You've got, adversity happening. You got things that are going on, film it, film. Just film everything you can, because you don't know what's going to be usable and what's not.
Well, I know what I can see in my head. The fact that I have a funny feeling, and I'm being honest with you when I tell you this. I think this project is going to be at a certain point. It's almost laughable. I think there's a lot of people in the industry right now that are kind of laughing at me. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's never going to get this bunch of people put together, get everybody on board and get it done. But I have a funny feeling when it's done, there's a lot of builders out there that are going to see this and be like, what the dude, yeah. I missed the fucking boat.
Oh, what? Absolutely. I think there's a lot of people that are discounting you and discounting this and all that if we do this right, if we get the kind of videos that we want from everybody and put this movie together the way we're seeing it in our minds, it's going to blow people away, and they're going to wish they were part of it. Next year they're going to be beating down your door wanting to be in it.
Well, okay, let me address something because Louis just said something. He said, let's hope L7 Houston is open soon. The crew would be something to have on camera. Okay, Louis, it's funny you said that. So Earl was asking me, are there any builders that I can go and see? So from where I'm at, and I apologize because I'm not closer to anybody, but I plan on coming doing some live video footage at Lucky 7. I plan on doing some video footage with Andrew Torres and some video footage with Lonnie Rebels. Not because I'm just picking those guys out, but because those are guys that are close enough to me
and me
that I can get to them.
Yeah.
If I see you at a show in between now and then, by all means, I want to do some footage with you. But I do think it would be really cool to be able to get up to Louis, Lucky 7, be able to see Andrew and Lonnie Rebels. But I will say this, and it's none of my business, but I will say this. Everybody keep Lonnie Rebels in your prayers. He's going through a tough situation right now, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But as a community, let's keep him in all of our prayers to hopefully things will get better for him.
Also, I want to just speak to that for a minute. Just to keep everything up on the fair and everything, the whole reason why I wanted to film you going to a couple of these places and talking to them really has more to do about the sections of the movie about you than it is about them. Because a lot of this movie really is your story, and you're putting all this on and you're seeing it through. And part of that would be, you talking to the builders and meeting with them and having conversations. I want to get some of that on film, but it's part about you. It's not necessarily about singling any one of them out.
So I need to warn you. I will give you a choice. And Kenny Odom, Torres Andrew is in. Yes, he is. He's Andrew Torres, my friend. I've known this guy since 5th grade. Yes, he's in. So when I go to Lucky 7 in Dallas, you can choose that I'll just videotape, or you can come there and you can do it. But I'm not responsible for you if you come and do it. I'm only responsible for me. What Louis Bailey and those guys do with you, that's all on y'all. I'm just telling you.
Well, we'll take that into consideration.
I will have to say they may just have an initiation thing. I know it's Fort Worth, you big dummy. I know it's Fort Worth. I know, but it's just easier to say Dallas. I don't know why. It's Fort Worth. I meant Fort Worth, not Dallas. Lucky 7, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Brian Barber's moving to Houston and running L7 Houston. Okay. But anyway, so this is going to be really good. And I'm telling you, by the end, when it's all said and done with, if everybody can give their video footage, this is going to be something that everybody, I promise you, every single person that videos, including myself, is going to see the full documentary when it's done and be like, shit, I should have done that.
Yeah.
But if you read the messages in the group discussion, follow what he says to do, and you probably won't say that because he's crossing every T, dotting every I, going through everything. And this is something about Earl that you guys may not know. He's very, very meticulous. When he does stuff like this, I shit you not, I hear from him at least once a week. Hey, man, do you think we should do this? What do you think about that? So even though I'm here trying to get it all put together, Earl is focused on just the documentary. So when he does it, he has more time to dedicate to just making it. So he'll call me. He'll be like, what about this? Well, what about this? What about this? And I finally just told him, and you can tell him I'm lying or what. I finally told him, I said, look, dude, I trust you to do what you do. You lead them and you tell them what you need. And that's what we're going to do. Because I don't do that. I have the idea to put this shit together and get these people together. And I'm so thankful that this group of people is together. I trust you to do what you do, Earl. Y'all listen to Earl. He's going to tell you.
Well, that's good. Well, hopefully, I won't let you down.
So, and see, that's another cool thing. Let me say this here. So, Pedro, you just said whoever hires me won't have to worry about video footage. That is something I already do, or I do already. So, if you're going to be in this documentary and you're going to be working for somebody doing something exactly like you, Pedro, I need to know it in advance because I have to send a consent form or a release form to put you in the documentary, because whatever you do with that video becomes the property of the documentary. If that makes any sense to you, you have to release that to me. Otherwise, I can't use you in the documentary. I'm just saying. Kevin, Facebook Live video we have taken to you? I don't understand, Janice. But anyway, Kev, can I get an autographed copy when it's done? Don Nolan, he said, can I get an autographed copy? Of course you get an autographed copy. I don't know why you would want an autographed copy, but Don Nolan, you may. Let me show y'all something. Hold on, because Don is sitting right there. Hold on. I got to show y'all something. Oh,
Kevin has left the building.
What you said to who?
I said Kevin has left the building.
I'm still in the building. Wait, does this look familiar? Anybody?
Dude, is that a hard hat?
It's a motorcycle helmet.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's the craziest helmet I've ever seen.
Oh, they're real popular. They're just backwards baseball caps.
Huh?
So anyway.
Does that really protect your head if you fall off your bike?
I don't think so. I think that's more of a fashion statement.
Yeah. Hey, how are your hands doing? Are you ready to ride a bike again?
No. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
They're bad. They're cracking everywhere. I will say this. I think the medication is starting to work. I think the medication is starting to work, but yeah, I can endure to ride a bike for videoing. That's no problem. But anyway, the whole thing is, guys, is I just want you guys to understand. I think having Earl do this and be a part of this, he's just so mindful of things. And if he doesn't know something, he does enough research behind it to figure it out before he ever goes any further. He said, Louis, stop instigating. So you guys just really need to reach out to Earl. And, if
yeah, I mean, at any point, if they want to call me, they want to email me, they want to chat on Facebook, I'm available all the time. So if they want to, talk about what they're doing or if they're not doing it right or whatever, anything you want to talk about, just give me a holler. We want to get this done.
Cool. Well, good. Well, now they've heard that from you. They can do your thing, but I'm going to let you get back to what you're doing.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to bring Josh Brooks on because my phone's blowing up over here. It's crazy. But anyway, I've got stuff coming to you that we've discussed, so don't worry about that. It's happening. It'll happen this weekend, actually.
Okay. I'll watch my mail then.
No, it's all digital.
Oh, okay.
All right, brother. Go have a good night, man. We'll talk with you later.
All right. We'll see you later.
Okay, so hold on a second. Okay. Here we go. All right, so I bet half of them haven't even started yet. Can I submit my vacation videos from 1982? That's funny. No. Anyway, so my whole point is I think by the time it's all said and done with, if the builders do what the videoing and stuff, this is going to be really freaking cool. Oh, Bruno, you can't buy Brian Barber a drink. I know you're looking forward to doing that, but that's like getting the what are they, the Mowgli? It's like getting them wet. You know, they go crazy. They freak out. You can't buy Brian Barber a drink. You can't do that. Anyway, I'm waiting on Josh Brooks. Is the video going to be on YouTube? No, the whole documentary, when it's all said and done with, will be available for download once we figure that part out. But it's going to be a Blu-ray or a DVD that you can purchase. Everybody's thinking Sturgis scramble when they get back. Yeah, well, you know what? It'll be a Galveston scramble when they get back. Everybody's had a good time, a good amount of time. Everybody is doing this. They know what's going on. It's not a big deal. Josh Brooks, come on. You need to get on. Yes, you did get something. I just sent it to you. Don't even say you didn't. Okay, watch. I'm going to send it to you again. Watch. He's going to say, I didn't get nothing. Yes, you just did, Joshua Brooks. You just got another one. Don't want to hear it. Just click the link and go live. You need to be live anyway. Anyway, so I think that's cool that Louis is actually trying to get this L7 Houston up and going. Nancy, did I try the sea salt soap? No, not yet. I need to do something. I know one thing I'm going to do is definitely use the sea salt, like Epsom salt, and just soak my hands and see if that helps out. But anyway, beyond all that, everything right now is in a mad dash. I'm talking to people, believe it or not. Jesus Christ. You keep saying didn't get anything. Well, I'll put it to you like this. I can see on my phone right here, and I didn't send it on my phone. I sent it on the computer. It sent it to you multiple times. I don't know why you're not getting it. I think you're hiding. That's what I think. Who said that? He said to ask Josh about L7 Houston. There you are. Let me get you. Oh, did you go away? No, you didn't go away.
Sup?
So, man, your beard's coming in thick. How long's it taking?
What are you talking about, man? I just got a haircut.
So, dude, I got to ask you a question, man.
Don't ask that question right now.
Are you not alone?
Huh?
Are you not alone?
I mean, I'm at a strip club.
If your wife is cool enough to let you work at a strip club, nothing I'm going to ask is going to be any worse. So, you know I love you, right, man? You know we're solid.
Don't do it, Kevin.
He said, "Don't do it. Don't do it, Kevin." You drinking coffee?
Yeah, breakfast of champions.
He said, "Don't do it, Kevin." So I've got two questions to ask you. You pick one or you pick two, and that's the one I'm going to ask you. One or two?
Two.
What's up with Lucky 7 Houston?
I don't know. Louis keeps saying he's going to come down here and open up a shop, but I understand he's trying to build a team. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I heard you were going to run it.
He keeps fucking around, and my job keeps being in question. I will run that place. Be his most successful shop. No. Hell, he's got so many shops now. It'd be like we can have Biker build off against Lucky 7, against Lucky 7, against Lucky 7, against Lucky 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe you need to do that then.
No, you know damn good and well I ain't competing with that.
Come on.
I barely, dude. I am the original wire nut speaker guy. That's me. I'm the original.
Okay.
I
Well,
thought that's how you made him release when you pulled the bags off.
there's different ways to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a Louis Bailey question. I don't know why you want to bring me on to answer that question. Because I live here, maybe?
You are his Houston spokesperson.
I'm his Houston spokesperson. Okay. Well,
I don't know. That's between y'all. I didn't even really know y'all knew each other. And then all of a sudden I was like, hey, I'm having dinner with these two cats and they're like best friends. Who knew?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Louis got up his sleeve. You never know with that guy. I heard, yeah,
Louis is out of control.
he is out of control.
I think
Yeah.
it's all good stuff though. But yeah, I would say he's a little out of control.
I agree he's out of control sometimes, but it's all in good fun 100% of the time.
Yeah, I agree.
He's never really serious. Everybody thinks that Louis is an asshole, but he's not.
You know,
I'll
I hear people
I'll
say
let the
that.
secret out.
I've never experienced him being an asshole. The one thing I did experience from him was he's really quiet if he doesn't know you. He doesn't have a lot to say to you if he doesn't know you. It takes a little while to figure him out, or for him to figure you out, I should say.
You'll never figure him out.
Well,
But yeah, I know he was over there fucking texting you. I saw you looking at your phone. I know it was him texting you.
you know, initially when all of this first started, God dang it, I forget his name. I literally just forgot his name. Brian Barber's boss.
Josh Beck.
Josh Beck. Josh Beck, every time Brian would get on the show, Josh would text message and mess with Brian. So it was always screwing the shows up. Now, Louis does that to me.
Bruno said, make sure we keep New Houston shop out of the strip club so they can get work done.
If you only knew. Man, how cool would that be to have a shop full of hot stripper chicks that built bikes?
I can facilitate that with whoever opens up that shop.
I'll help open that shop.
Okay. And I got a guest house you can live in too when your wife divorces your ass.
That's going to happen too. Do you have a place to put the bikes?
I got one of those too.
Can you imagine that? You're going to need to move out now, sir.
Yeah, so I just think it's quite hilarious how Mr. Louis Bailey answers Logan with, I'm not going to open up that can of worms right now. And then tries to make everybody come on and say who's opening that shop.
Who is opening the shop?
I have no idea who's going to own that shop. I have no clue. If I did know, I wouldn't tell you.
He said, if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. Do you have two-way window in your office, Josh Brooks? Yes, he probably does. He probably does.
No, I don't. No two-way windows. I got lots of cameras though.
So you get to see all the action without being a perv.
Yeah, it's not really. Honestly, a lot of people don't understand this. This is a job. You know, I'm not here all the time, anyways.
Did you hear what Logan Black just made a damn good point?
You have strippers, and we are watching you in a damn office. What kind of bullshit is this? We need some better views.
Wow,
Yeah. Our numbers would go up.
Yeah, your viewership numbers would go up.
My numbers would go down, but the show would do great.
Yeah, we just opened. We opened late at this club, so we just now opened. There's not even anybody here right now, so we don't have a day shift or anything like that at this location. So, but yeah, so I heard you're going to be involved with that shop, though. You're going to be building all the seats and stuff, right?
I can only hope.
I promise you, I'll put in a good word to whoever opens that shop that Kevin Sockwell needs to build all the seats.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So how is your bike now that you've got it all broke in and everything, and you've been riding it a lot, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's my daily rider, but I don't have it anymore. Louis stole it from me again.
Oh no shit! What the hell are you doing to it now?
Oh, nothing. He's going to take it to Sturgis
For what?
because I can't fit it in an airplane, and I'm flying to Sturgis because I have a management conference to go to in New Orleans Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I'm leaving New Orleans at 5 a.m. Wednesday and getting to Sturgis at noon. So my bike's got to get there somehow.
Are you flying or are you flying commercial?
No, I'm going to fly commercial. Yeah, I'm going to fly commercial this time, which I absolutely hate because there's something about being a pilot and not being able to fly the plane. I'm that guy that always sits in the back hoping something happens to the pilot so I can go fly that big motherfucker.
I got this. I'm just letting y'all know. Is he okay? Is he okay? I got this.
I'm
So
a pilot. I'm a pilot.
So could you fly that plane, a big commercial jet?
It's got wings and propulsion. I can fly anything.
Well, I just don't know because I know the controls might be different. I don't know.
No, as long as you know the airspeeds and it's, yeah. Let's not talk airplanes. Let's talk motorcycles.
Okay, we're going to talk motorcycles.
Okay.
Where is Lee's shop at?
Lee's shop is
I'm waiting on them to
Lee's shop is in Conroe. It's somewhere in Conroe. I don't know the exact address, but it's out there somewhere. A lot of people don't know this about Lee. Lee's one of the greatest dudes I've ever met in my life, number one. Number two, he's also a cop. So he is only at his shop from like 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock every day. So he's a full-time Conroe police officer. And not a lot of people know that.
Really?
Yes.
I just talked to him the other day, and somehow, some way, when he said he worked a full-time job, he even said the name. I thought he worked in like a plant or something.
No, he's a Conroe police officer.
This motherfucker's the popo.
He
Shit.
is the popo, which is why I always make the cop jokes at the show and play bad boys.
Well, it's on now. I've got a Conroe
it's
police
on. Yeah,
officer.
don't. Well, you're good though. He's a commercial traffic enforcement, I think. So I don't know if that's the right term, but he's commercial enforcement. So if you drive a big truck, don't fucking fly through Conroe. You're fucked.
Really?
Because he's on the phone with me half the time and telling me how funny it is that he just wrote this ticket and this ticket and this ticket.
So is there a quota?
No, there's not a quota.
I knew that, but I was just asking for everybody that didn't.
There's not a quota. So, but hey, yeah, what were we talking about? Motorcycles, Lee's shop.
I was just curious where it was at. Where is it?
Somewhere in Conroe,
Okay.
just outside of Conroe. Cut and Shoot. It's called Cut and Shoot, which is right outside of Conroe. It's Conroe.
Yeah.
So are you going to Sturgis?
No.
Why?
Okay, so the real reason I'm not going to Sturgis, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I hate being this honest, but I don't have any sponsors for this show. So all the money that I was going to use to go to Sturgis, which typically cost me about $5,000, has to go into the show. No big deal. I'm making it work, and it's going to work. It's going to be badass. Next year, I probably won't have these issues. But you and I have discussed this because of the COVID and 2020 being completely shut down. A lot of these businesses are just like, hold on, wait a minute. Let's step back and reevaluate this, which I'm not upset with anybody. But the reality is I put it out there to, let's say 50 to 75 different people and businesses and didn't get what you see at the bottom of my screen is what I got.
So I tried to make you a promise that Banger Audio Sound Series is going to sponsor you next year. I'm going to try my hardest to make that possible, but some other things have come up.
I actually want to discuss that with you because, as they say in the business world, we need to marry these two things.
Yeah, no,
I have an idea in my head that the grind can work with Banger and really make something badass.
I'm down 100%. I want to make that happen. Banger is going to continue to grow. I just don't know how much I'm going to have to do with it anymore. I need to step back a little bit. I'm still going to be involved somehow, some way, whether it's consulting or something like that. But I'm going to have to step away from Banger a little bit.
Well, do you already have somebody that's going to step in?
I have multiple people who are interested. I just don't know who I trust. I mean, I trust anybody that I would, speak to. I have lots of opportunities in life, and some are taking up more time than others, and some are really going to take up more time than others, and yeah, I just don't know how much time I can dedicate to
this motherfucker here.
Man.
It's not like he's throwing you under the bus. He just parked the bus on top of you.
He doesn't want to open a can of worms. But
yes, he does. He just doesn't want to do it himself.
He sure has. He doesn't even have one of those screw top can openers. He's got the fancy fucking electric ones that you stick the can up under there and press a button. Yeah.
Dude, so how's everything else going? I know you're a busy guy. Everything's good?
Everything's great. Yeah. Business is great. Strippers are great. Although, as much as I love our governor for opening everything back up, he really screwed us.
Oh.
They passed a thing, which I'm going to call National Pimps Holiday now, where they won't let 18, 19, and 20-year-olds work in strip clubs anymore, whether they're bartenders, waitresses, or dancers.
Really?
So guess what? And they did it for human trafficking reasons, which we're in full support of. I'm against human trafficking 100%. But guess what all those little girls are going to be doing now? They're going to be pimped out. The exact opposite effect of what they're trying to do. So
I didn't actually even know that 18, 19, and 20-year-olds could even be in strip clubs. I thought you had to be 21 and up.
That's where the old joke from there's a new 18-year-old every day. That's where that comes from. New 18-year-old born every day.
Really? See, I don't know. I never knew that, so I'm being serious. But
Brian, yes, I am gonna have a bunch of chicks at my house on Saturday. But I also got my wife got a phone call that asked if we had room for 3 more. So is that you, Louie, and PJ?
Maybe I heard that wrong, but that's what I heard.
Well, I don't mean their chicks. I mean
no, them being the chicks.
No. Yeah, so Chantel, Heather Barber, and Katie Orlando are invading my house on Saturday. And my wife and them are going to God knows what, and I would not be surprised if they ended up at a strip club.
Really?
So, who knows? They're going to have a little girls' day, I assume. But then Chantel messaged Priscilla and asked if we had room for 3 more. So, I don't know if that meant 3 more chicks or the guys are coming too.
Ain't no doubt. There's really no telling.
Because if the guys are coming too, we're definitely going to a strip club. Actually, I think those 3 girls want to go to a strip club worse than the guys want to.
I would not know. I wouldn't even begin to say. I don't know. I have no earthly idea.
So it's almost 10. It is 10 o'clock. So you need to end this pretty soon. So, yeah.
All I can say is I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you guys the next time. Once this crap heals up and I can ride again worth of shit, I'm going to take a weekend off or something and try to get either go up to Fort Worth or something to go riding. Because I'll tell you, man, this shit sucks. And
well, I'm assuming within the next few months, you got a few months where you can heal up and good. I'm sure whoever's doing Lucky 7 Houston will get that shop open, and those guys will come down here and they'll have a big party and grand opening and all that stuff and make it a party, and then everybody can ride after that. And
he said, whoever. Whoever. Dude, I'm not even part of this, and I feel like I'm part of this, like I'm hiding something from somebody, and I have
You
no
are.
goddamn clue what y'all are talking about.
Yeah, man. You're the
Y'all
seat, but
just
I can almost guarantee you, I'm the Houston influence, right? So I can influence the fact that Kevin will be doing all the seats for L7 Houston.
Hell yeah, woohoo!
And if you know any good mechanics or any good techs or anything,
I do.
do you?
I do, and this guy's literally been waiting for Louis to get down here.
Are you talking
So
about
they
the
can
guy from
talk.
Oklahoma?
No, I'm talking about a guy that lives right here in Houston.
No, this guy he was from Oklahoma.
No, this guy's born and raised in Houston. He's
Okay,
he's like a 6'2" black guy that is just amazing with
Okay.
Harley Davidson motors and building bikes and everything.
Okay, well, can you give me a call later so I can get in contact with the guy who's going to own Lucky 7 Houston, so I can give him his information? Since I'm the Houston contact for, I'm the middleman between Louis and whoever's going to own this shop. Apparently,
See, I know what it means when they say, "I just feel dirty now. I feel like I'm doing something wrong," and I'm not even a part of it. Anyway, yes. Hey, go have fun. We've been on for an hour. Thank you guys for watching.
next time I'll be surrounded by strippers. I promise.
He said, "Next time I will be around strippers."
No, I'll be surrounded by. I'll have strippers in the background next time.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. All right, I'll call you.
Love you, brother. See ya.
Hey, Bob. Okay, so it's over with. Push the share button. Share. Peace.